Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are keeping it low to the floor with the top 5 glute exercises that you can do on the mat with no equipment necessary. So if you are ready to have super strong glutes for summer, roll out your mat and let's get started. Okay, we are going to start with a super quick warm-up, so if you feel like you need a little bit more, I do recommend checking out another video before doing this one. This is more designed as a finisher, let's say. So this is kind of the intention that you've come into this one already a bit warm, already having done some form of movement. So whether that's even just going for like a long walk or a jog or doing another workout video, make sure that you come into this one warm. So real quickly here, just come onto hands and knees. Actually make that modified plank position here. So navel is tucked, butt is flat, and then just step right foot to the outside of right hand. Have a little wiggle around there. So giving the hips a little wiggle, gets that outer thigh and glute a bit. And then go ahead, step back, other side, step forward, give it a little wiggle. Again, step back, and then bring the knees in so they're directly underneath the hips. Just circle one leg in one direction a few times, and reverse it. There's gonna be a lot happening in this position. Spoiler, and switch sides. So just wanna make sure that it is ready to play, and reverse. Keeping torso steady, and release. Quick child's pose, and just like that, we're gonna get into the workout. So basically, we're gonna do each of these moves for a minute, and potentially there will be a little bonus that's not a separate move, but is a bonus, and that could also be a minute. You'll see what I mean in just a second. So I've got my timer here. We're gonna start that first exercise in 3, 2, 1. Right leg is bent here, foot is flexed, you're just gonna lift up, touch down. So pull in really tight from the navel, push past your first line of resistance, go a little bit farther, squeeze the butt super tight, shoulders are relaxed, abs are engaged. I want you to keep the heel in tight toward the butt. So it's not out here. This isn't 5S hamstring exercises. It's 5S glute exercises. I mean, some of that is dependent on the hamstring as well, but I want you to really target the center of the glute, and you're gonna do that by keeping that heel in tight. So imagine you have a plum behind your knee. No, I don't even think plums are in season right now. What is in season? I looked it up actually the other day. Mandarins, this is for Spain, mind you. Mandarins are in season, strawberries are now in season. Keep it up and pulse. However, if you are buying strawberries anywhere, I mean, I think about this in Spain, just know that they use a lot of pesticides when growing strawberries. So would recommend organic. You can find a list, if you search Dirty Dozen, you can find a list of the 12 items of produce that you should always buy organic, and it's updated every year, but strawberries are always on that list. And I know also because I used to live in one of the main strawberry growing regions in Spain, and it was toxic. So yeah, just know. So keeping this nice and high and tight. There we go, that's the one. Just little tiny pulses, so keeping it in the sweet spot. Few more seconds here. You might be feeling that supporting glute as well. Go ahead, release. Touch the toes to the outside, straight leg here. You're gonna draw a big rainbow, up and over. So this is the second move. That pulse was just part of the first one. This is actually now the second move. These big glute rainbows, pulling navel in tight. Don't let the hips go like, woo, wiggity whack, all over the place. That's a no. So engage the abs here. If you want to do a little bit of a test, you can pick up the opposite hand. So picking up left hand, you should be able, whoop, to maintain that balance and stability. Nice and high here. The higher the leg, the higher the butt. So let's bring it up there. If you're just like down here, guess what? Your butt's gonna sag. It's gonna sag. You gotta lift it if you want it to lift. Do one more here, and then no break. We're gonna go straight into that second side. So left leg, flex the foot, exhale, lift, inhale, touch. We're just gonna like fly through these. So reset the navel here. If you feel like that's getting tired, pull it in a little bit tighter. Shoulders are still relaxing. So really it's an ab workout too, but shouldn't everything be? Yes. Yes, it should. I'll answer my own question. A little bit of softness in the elbows here, especially if you tend to hyperextend. So you'll know because if you have a mirror in front of you, you'll see your elbows pointing out toward the inside of your elbows, pointing out toward that mirror. That is a hyperextension. Do not want hyperextension. Not good for joints. Last one here, next one is a pulse. Yeah. So keep it at that highest point, go up a little higher. So this is a pulse up. It's not a like, this is not a pulse, that's going downward. The pulses go upward. So you should feel that burn the whole way through. These can be quite tiny. In fact, they should be quite tiny if you are truly staying at the highest part of your range in that release. So it's not a release. You're staying at the highest part and you're just popping a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. A little bit more here. I hope the glutes are burning. So yeah, I want to address if you are feeling more of the supporting side glute. That's not necessarily, it's not the end of the world. That can happen a lot when you are first starting out. Go ahead, extend that leg, toes pointed, rainbow up and over. So really, it's just if the glutes are a little bit unresponsive, it can be hard to activate them. So rather than being able to activate the active glute, you might just feel more of a burn from the supporting side because the weight is in it. So either way, the supporting side does have to work. The stronger the core is, lifting up out of it, and the stronger that active side is, the more you will get that kind of upward energy, and the less you're gonna feel it in the supporting side. So there's sort of like phases of doing this. When you start out, like I said, you might feel a little bit more of the supporting side. As you get stronger, it might become a bit more even, and then eventually you might come to find that you're really just feeling a whole lot of that active side, and the supporting side is just hanging out, chilling there. So that's what you should notice. Last one there, good. Go ahead, release, give it a little shake out. Take a quick child's pose there. So I know that feels like more, but that's really just the first two moves. But it flew by. Okay, so for the next move, you're gonna come down onto one side. Griffin or Quidditch? Yeah, that is my phone case. Yeah, okay, come down onto one side here. You can rest the head in the palm. You're going to elevate the feet, open the knees. So we're in this elevated clamshell. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start the timer. You're gonna extend once, keeping the legs straight, and then you're gonna push behind. So the one that's to the front, nothing in here moves. It's just an extension of the knee. That one, the rear one, the chest has to drop forward a little bit. Notice, knees don't ever get to come together. They're not friends. Navel is tight here. Keep that bottom foot lifted as well. So one up, one to the rear. Now we're getting a little bit more of that outer thigh and glute as well. Just, shaping it from all of the angles. Speaking of my awesome phone case, if you guys were in Harry Potter world, if you're a fan of Harry Potter, and I mean like not the amusement park Harry Potter, I mean like actual Harry Potter world, what would your wizard career be? I would be a Quidditch player. Last one there. Switch sides. be a professional Quidditch player. What position, you might ask? Chaser. I would be a chaser. Also, I would be responsible for reforming the rules of Quidditch so that it's not 150 points for catching the snitch, because that's absurd. So it totally defeats the purpose of even having chasers. All right, second side. That's my rant. So extend one there, one to the rear. No, truly, I'm like, J.K. Rowling, you did such a great job, such great work, but I do have one small critique. Why is it 150 points for catching the snitch? Like, why is there even a team? Why have chasers? Why have a keeper? I mean, basically all of your work is meaningless, because unless you have an enormous lead, the seeker just decides the game. So yes, I would propose a reform to the rules of Quidditch. 50, that's all you get. 50 points for catching the snitch. And then I'd be a chaser. That's all. So yeah, what would your wizard career be? Where would you live? I think I'd like to live in Hogsmeade, because I think it would be cool to live in an all-wizard village. Last one there. Go ahead, close up. I mean, I guess I could live anywhere, but like, I'd want to live in Hogsmeade. All right. Anyway, that's 3 done. Next one, we're gonna bring everything back together. So we've done a lot of unilateral exercises. Now we're gonna bring the whole butt back together in sweet harmony. This is move number 4. It's a bridge lift. So shoulder blades tucked under, feet can just be hip distance, squeeze, touch back down. As you squeeze, make sure that you're keeping a straight line there from the shoulders through the kneecaps, so it's not all the way up like this. It's not a yogic bridge where you're actually expanding the chest, lifting a bit more with the lower back. This is just about the butt. So pick up an egg in your butt, crack it at the top. That's how hard you should be squeezing your butt. Yes? Yeah. That's the idea. That's the big idea with this one. Also, I can't actually look at my timer as I do this. So that's cool. That's cool for me. Well done, me. I mean, well, if you were in Harry Potter world, would you even have gone to Hogwarts? I mean, technically, I guess I shouldn't have, because I would have gone to like the American Wizardry School. Last one here, and I'm gonna keep it up and pulse. But I like to think that I was an exchange student and went to Hogwarts. That's what I like to think. I'm actually rereading the books right now. It's a pretty special time. I'm deep into the 3rd one right now, which is one of my favorites, I have to say, because that's when they first start going to Hogsmeade, and I'm a big, big Hogsmeade fan. Give me a butterbeer. I want a butterbeer. And all the like weird things at Honeydukes. I just want the food stuff. I don't really care about Zonko's Joke Shop. I mean, I'd see the Shrieking Shack, but like, whatever. You see it once, you don't really need to see it again. But like, I'd hit up Honeydukes, yes I would. And whoop, there we go, last one there. Okay, I want you to lift up the right leg, either bent knee or straight leg. You're gonna do a lift here. This is move number 5. So lift and lower. Like I said, you can do that with a bent knee. Big squeeze of that left glute. And here's the treat here. You're only gonna do 30 seconds here, but we are gonna pulse it for the second 30 seconds. But just be glad that I didn't do a full 2 minutes on each side. Keep it up and pulse it. Because that was a thought that I had, and then I was like, that's a long time to pulse a single leg bridge lift. Yes, indeed. So, another really good unilateral one. There's no way that you're not gonna feel that left glute burning right now. You absolutely will. Keep lifting, keep squeezing it as hard as you can. I'm getting a little shaky. Give me 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, switch legs. Final push here. So this is move number 5 on the second side. How about what are your favorite classes at Hogwarts? I think about it a lot because there are a lot of like BuzzFeed quizzes about planning your existence at Hogwarts. This is tough. I feel really torn between Defense Against the Dark Arts, I think I would like, but also Charms, Keep It Up, and Pulse. Like, Charms is just good old-fashioned fun. Like, it's just very light magic, which I like. I mean, yeah, Defense Against the Dark Arts, I'm like, potentially that gets a little bit dark for me. Necessary Skill, but I'm like, leans a little dark. I like the lightness of Charms. Flitwick seems like a nice guy. Last one here, release, and release. Whoo, all the way down. There we go. We will take, quick stretch here. So cross right ankle over left knee. Press that right knee out away from you. Hug it in. For my electives, this is actually what I was really thinking about, because in the third book they choose like their wizard electives. Oh, that's hard. Okay. I think there's a certain charm to ancient runes. I know that sounds really dull, but like I feel like there's something to ancient runes. I'm not gonna lie, I would totally take oh my god, what's it called? I can't even think of what it's called right now. With Trelawney. Oh my god. Why can't they? Let me know down below. I'm gonna think about it as soon as I'm finished filming here. Switch legs here. Oh my god, up in the attic room where they read tea leaves and do their star charts. I don't know what's happening. This glute workout has gone to my head. I cannot remember what it's called. I'm like reading this right now. I'm having a real mental block. Yeah, I would do that class though, that I can't even remember the name of. Cool, awesome. All the like future telling. Reading the crystal balls. Hug the knees into the chest here so legs just parallel. Take a little rock here side to side. Come all the way up, bam, to a seated position. So just sitting up nice and tall. That is us done, and it just flew by with our Harry Potter chatter, did it not? Unless you've never read them and then you're like, blah, 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 shut up, no more Harry Potter. Okay, I'm done with Harry Potter, so I hope you guys enjoyed that workout. If you did, let me know by giving it a like down below. If you want to see more where that came from, of course, hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you again. And while you are down there, first of all, let me know in the comments all of those like answers to like Harry Potter things I asked about. And then also let me know if you would like to see particular future workouts. I will see you back here in the next one. Bye.